Persona 5. It's okay. I know a lot of people like to say that it's like the best Persona game ever. But if you ask me, it's just okay. It has a lot of flaws. I mean, all the Persona games do, but this one just... These flaws, I don't like. Let's go ahead and start getting into them. Right off the bat, no matter what difficulty you pick, the game's incredibly easy unless you decide to just, limit yourself and only use Arsene or whatever the fuck. Like, okay, it's like in Persona 3 and 4, okay, when I pick the harder settings, unless I'm playing on New Game Plus, or even if I'm playing on New Game Plus and I instantly grab a really strong demon that nullifies certain things, I would still have a difficult time throughout the game at first. But in Persona 5, there was never a single time where I actually, even on hard or even on Merciless, where I actually had to stop and think, wow, I'm actually really struggling. That was maybe the Futaba boss, but that was like... only like once because I forgot that Ryuji's weak to wind. Anyway, the story's okay. There's parts of it where it really makes me mad. Like, the fact that, like, many times Ryuji gets hurt, like, legit fucking the shit beat out of him. Or, like, the guys who are basically trying to, I don't care what you say, in the American English version, and even in the anime, they were pretty much giving off rapey vibes. Okay, so, like, no matter how you want to slice it, that's just what it is. Even Atlas themselves even stated that, like, that's pretty much what they were going for with the joke. I had someone tell me that's, like, the joke was actually that they're in a gay sex part of the city. Like, what's the punchline? They went the wrong way and they got sexually assaulted. Yeah, it's a good fucking joke right there. Anyway, I mean, but, like, all that's happening, and Joker does nothing. Like when the guys are dragging him off, Joker just leaves. When the girls beat the living shit out of him and then leave Ryuji on the side of the road, Joker just leaves. Okay, now you might be like, well, Yosuke and Junpei, well, no, because when those two got hurt, they had it coming. Because we have Chie kicking him in the dick, kicking Yosuke in the dick. Usually he had it coming, whether it's breaking her favorite DVD, or just being really, flirty with her when, whatever, Junpei is just kind of a dick. It also, like this is kind of a problem with the old Persona, with Persona 3, 4, and 5, but especially with 5, I would complete the dungeon way too early, and then I have nothing else to do. Because, like, well, I stole the treasure, and now I have to wait 17 days now. Because this dungeon's because these fucking dungeons were too easy. And I'd only leave because, I'd be like, okay, well, I don't want to complete the whole thing in one day, but I could. I don't know if Royal fixes a lot of the things I have problems with because I haven't played Royal yet, except I do know that they now changed the guys basically trying to, pretty much talking about and trying to, do a Ryuji, even though they exclusively state that he is underage. They now take him into an area to make him dress up as a girl, which, from what I've seen, has actually damaged the trans community a little bit. Well, not damaged it. I've seen people legit use Persona 5 Royal and, like, actually mean it as a way to try to make trans people look horrible. And, like, yeah. I don't know, man. I still need to play Royal. Oh, yeah, also, in my opinion, Persona 5 just kind of ends. Like the original, it just kind of ends. Like, you fight God, you save Christmas, and that's it. It's kind of done from there. Like, there was no like real payoff. Like I felt better beating the bald dude. I forgot his name because I don't care enough. But I felt better payoff beating him. And then there's like the entire like mementos dungeon area just felt really slapped on at the very end. Like it wasn't even thought about. Like they just like, okay, well we need this. Yeah, I'm out of things to say, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, again, a lot of the things I brought up actually can be said about Persona 3 and 4, but, like I remember someone bringing up the whole in Persona 3, there was a transgender or whatever the heck girl who had a mustache, but so like a guy, but they transitioned or were just dressing as a girl or whatever. I don't fucking know anymore. God. And they were just apparently supposed to be acting like really sexual towards the boys, but like they started, but then found out that they weren't really into that, and then just left. And as far as I'm aware, unless I missed something, they don't come back. They don't continue to press to try to get to, like, they don't drag off Junpei. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, this is an after idea, or an afterthought, because I forgot to mention this. Morgana. I don't like Morgana. I wanted to like Morgana, but he was just so poorly written. Unlike Aegis or, Teddy, who were supposed to be the mascots of those games. Like, let's face it, they were. um, he spends pretty much the whole game just constantly telling Ryuji that he's worthless and that we don't, Ryuji should pretty much just die. But then, like, the second that Ryuji finally fucking snaps and sends it back at him, he just turns to everyone, basically calls everyone an asshole, and then leaves. Like, from that point on, besides maybe Sei's, the casino palace, the game just kind of sucked. Like, it really just sucked, because, like, the bald dude boss, but even then, that was way too easy. I just legit pressed rush. But, like, just from, like, the second that Morgana just finally snapped, or the second that Ryuji snapped at Morgana, and then Morgana was like, nah, fuck all you guys, the game just sucked. It really just sucked from that point on, in my opinion.